Hello, internets. Jesus loves you. My name's Cody, and this is the Christian News Show. Do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with GeeksUnderGrace.com. And I will admit that putting together the news show today was a little bit harder than usual because every Christian news site out there is basically treating the Supreme Court decision as nuclear fallout. And if you have been on the internet in the last week, you know that nothing else matters in the entire world besides gay marriage and Confederate flags. So I'm going to do my best to avoid those two things. And our first story of the day is going to be about Billy Graham's grandson, Tolian. We talked about him, I think, last week. To catch people up, his wife had an affair, and then he had an affair, and then he told everyone, so he stepped down from the mega church he was with. And an update to that story, his church is actually closing, which I don't know much about this church, but that is very surprising for me to hear. Maybe it's just me, but isn't it kind of crazy that an entire church kind of stood on one person's shoulders? Like, without this one guy, you can't have this entire church. Seems like it doesn't have a very stable foundation. And it kind of makes you wonder, how many churches are there that are set up like this? I mean, a church is supposed to be a community, so this is kind of scary. And since we're talking about mega churches, we need to talk about Pastor G. That's what they call him, I guess. His name is Geronimo Aguilar. Some very disturbing news. He has been charged with sexual assault. And this is multiple accounts going back to 1990, but one 17-year-old girl and the two other were children. And I always find it infuriating to hear stories like this. It just reinforces one of the worst stereotypes in Christianity. And it's sick, awful, and disgusting, so I hope this guy can find help while he's in prison. I mean, you have literally scarred these three people's lives forever. I don't know, there's really not too much to say on it. I'm glad that this guy was finally found out. And I guess I'm also very curious that without him, if the church will just crumble like Tolian's did. And I know the show has been very sad today, but like I said, the main topic on every site is gay marriage. You're having to find the one article besides those. That being said, our final story of the day is about ISIS. Believe it or not, they haven't gone anywhere just because media is not talking about them as much. And even though this has been kind of a downer of an episode, I really, really want this to sink in. While we were freaking out about a stupid flag and somebody else's rights, ISIS killed 200 people in Syria. That happened just last week in a small town of Kobani. It was a massacre, and none of us posted about it. At the very least, not enough of us posted about it. And I'm gonna end there. No question of the day or anything, just something to think about until Wednesday when we meet again and hopefully have a little bit happier of a video. I'm a victim of this too. It's as much for me as it is for you guys. We need to reevaluate what actually matters. And if I've completely ruined your day, make sure you go check out GeeksUnderGrace.com for more geeky content. Definitely a little bit more fun than this show probably was. My name is Cody, Armour, Christian News, and not so boring. Got to every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Man, I feel like I ended super, super hard. Anyways, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In closing, let the haters hate, let the Christians pray, and to everybody like, subscribe. I will see you guys later, and God bless. I love you. Don't forget that.